Welcome back. It is still SUbsisdy right here on the Captain TV studios. Yes, during the course of the week, Mauricio Pochettino came out to say that Chelsea is going to win the Premier League, the EFL Cup, and the FA Cup. I don't know how to react to this, but I have two amazing gentlemen with me on the show. They will help me analyze this. By my right, I have a newbie. He's none other than Kingsley. Good afternoon and welcome to SUbsisdy.
Thank you. It's my pleasure to be here.
Thank you for being here. I also have my very good friend, CY, aka Cyprian. Good afternoon, Cyprian. aka Frank. Yeah. Welcome to SUbsisdy.
Thank you. Always a pleasure to be in this studio.
All right.
Thank you.
Let's not also forget our phone lines are on the screen. Please call us and react to Mauricio Pochettino's comments. And please, when you call us, do turn down the volume of your TV set to enable us hear you properly. So let me start with you, CY. What do you think about what Mauricio Pochettino has said?
First of all,
why are you laughing? I mean, it's not even funny. Like, this is Chelsea. I mean, we've done this before. We won the Champions League. We're on the FA Cup.
like I told the Chelsea fan on WhatsApp. I think it's actually a dream.
Okay.
It's actually a dream.
And dreams are possible, though.
The dreams are possible. They are very possible. But man, this one is. I don't think it's possible this season. No, it won't work. It won't. I am very sure about that. It won't work. It won't work.
You're so certain.
I am very certain. Like very, very certain.
And why? Why don't you think?
Number one, these players are still trying to blend in. So they don't. As a matter of fact, right now Chelsea, they don't have a team.
Okay.
They don't have a team.
They're still experimenting.
Right, they're still experimenting. And for you to get your first 11, it will take like 6 to 7 games of these guys playing together. Okay. That is when you can get your first 11. Okay. All right. And then it's actually a case of they have too many cooks in the kitchen right now.
Sorry, we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello?
Good afternoon. Welcome to SUbsisdy. Oh, we lost that. Continue.
All right. So, as a matter of fact, right now, they have too many cooks in the kitchen.
Okay.
Okay. So, they need to pick the best cook. Otherwise, the food will get spoiled. So, that is what is happening. That is what is happening right now. So, I think as a team, it's going to be very difficult. It's possible, but man, not this season. I am very sure about that. Very, very sure. Very, very sure about that. It's not going to work. It's not going to work.
It's not going to work.
No.
Okay, so the fact that we are not playing in Europe.
Yes.
Is that not like, you know?
Okay, so like I was saying before we even went live. Okay.
Sorry. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to SUbsisdy. Oh, we lost that too. Okay.
Okay, so like I was saying even before we went live, man, sometimes not playing midweek matches is another advantage.
Sure.
Okay, but sometimes there are other people that will tell you that playing midweek matches, okay, is a better opportunity for these players to blend in, to blend with each other. So it's a mixed kind of thoughts. I don't know.
So, but you still stand with your first.
I still stand with it too. I'm not going to change my mind. It's
All
not
right.
possible.
Right.
It's not.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to SUbsisdy. We lost that too. Okay, let me hear from you, Kingsley. I know you're not a Chelsea fan, and you don't even support any club in England.
I do.
Oh, do you have any club in particular?
I support, I'm an ardent follower of Chelsea.
Okay.
I'm an ardent follower of Man City. And also the Man U and Arsenal.
Only you.
Because I love good football.
Okay.
And from what we see today,
you
can discover that Pochettino he will most definitely say what will please the owners of the club. Because I mean, what would you expect him to say? That he's not going to win any trophy? I mean, that is the way. That's the door is going to take him out.
That is a morale booster.
It's a morale booster for him as a coach, because I don't see him coming to outwit the likes of Man City, the likes of, and besides, like let's just take the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup for example.
Okay.
These are trophies you do one out, you know. So you must bring something different to the table, and it's not by bringing in players who are not already together, who doesn't understand themselves, you know. And for me, if you say Chelsea is going to win, I mean every other coach will tell you he's going to win. Even Wimbledon will tell you that they are going to win trophies. But Chelsea have to, for them to win, there must be something
Sorry, we
different.
have another caller. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you calling from?
My name is Paul.
Okay. Did you say Paul?
Yes,
Okay, where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Yola, Adamawa State.
All right, welcome, Paul, to Sports Gist. Now, do you think Chelsea can win the domestic treble this season?
Well, in my opinion, Chelsea is actually experimenting now, but I believe they might not win or they might not be consistent in their first 4 or 5 matches.
Okay.
But I believe when they get to understand each other, considering the fact that all the players are coming in new, I believe they can do something good and they might even win because the guys are actually having good chemistry and they play well.
All right. Thank you. But before you go, are you a Chelsea fan, though?
Yes, I'm a Chelsea fan.
All right. Thank you for calling. Well, do you agree with him, guys?
Yes, I do. That was what I said. Like, they need like 10 matches for these guys to blend as a team.
Okay.
That's when these guys are good, very young, energetic, and then skillful. But you need time. So I think as a club, Pochettino, he might have been given a very low target. Okay, your job this season is just to build this team. Okay, then from next season we can have higher targets. Okay,
Alright.
higher goals as a team.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist. Oh, we lost that. Okay, so I don't know what to react to that because I'm a Chelsea fan, but I try to stay neutral and be, as realistic as I can be.
Now you have to be objective.
Yeah, I also have.
Just have to
Yes,
be
I have to be
objective.
objective. I think Chelsea, like you said, they're experimenting, but I feel like they're also building something.
Yeah.
Yes, they've had it bad. They had it really bad last season, and we don't expect them to do magic. This is football, but winning the domestic treble, that would be a shock to me.
That's
if
too
that
much.
happens.
That's
That
too
would be
much of a target.
To
Yeah,
us.
that's too much. That's too
Yes.
much of a target, and I don't want to have high expectation. I just feel like if we get the FA Cup and we end up 4th or maybe qualify for the Champions League, I think we've had an amazing season.
Yeah.
But saying we are going to win the treble, I think that's like an impossible dream. But I feel like in football, everything and anything is
possible. Yeah.
Definitely possible. Yes. Now between Chelsea, Newcastle, and Liverpool, who do you think is going to end first? Yeah.
Like,
Ahead of each other.
okay, ahead of each other. I'll pick Liverpool first,
Yeah.
Newcastle second, Chelsea third.
And yet again, Cyprian doesn't have hopes for Chelsea. Let me hear from you, Kingsley, please.
Okay, I want to go with Liverpool first,
Yeah.
and then Chelsea,
Second. Okay.
and then Newcastle.
Yeah. Will you tell us why?
Yes, simply because Pochettino will definitely get to pick his first 11.
Okay.
And by the time the first 11 begins to play like a team, we're going to see a better Chelsea. Playing against the top teams, for me, I would tell, if I'm Pochettino, I would say, I don't need to lose against the big teams,
Okay.
but get the points against the smaller teams, and then that can do the magic. While we watch Newcastle try to take off some points,
Yeah.
go down the drain, and then, because Chelsea has nothing to lose.
Okay.
We can't. Chelsea cannot play in the Europa League again. They have to step up and go back to the Champions League. That is where Chelsea has to be.
All right. Hello. Good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist. Okay. Let me ask you.
I don't want it to. I don't want it to.
No,
look
no,
as
no.
if I'm bad beleo.
No. I know. You're just being
just being
realistic,
realistic,
and
honestly.
I completely understand where you're coming from. But then again, I feel like, okay, what about Manchester United? Let's add Man United to the mix.
Okay.
Now, between Man United, Liverpool,
Liverpool.
Chelsea, and Newcastle, who do you
I'll
think?
I'll go with Liverpool first.
Why Liverpool? Now, the reason I'm surprised you're saying Liverpool is the fact that the first game of the season, it was Chelsea-Liverpool.
Yeah.
And everybody kept, sending me messages that Chelsea
Did
are
well,
back.
they played well.
Chelsea are, what they did to Liverpool this season.
Yeah.
And it made Liverpool look so little.
Yeah.
So I want to understand what changed
Okay, I
in that
think
Liverpool team.
we all know how good that Liverpool team can be or
Okay.
has been over the years. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, last season it was injuries that affected that team. They were affected by so many injuries to key players. Okay. Now most of these players are back, including Van Dijk. And when Van Dijk is not in that defense, there is always a problem. Okay.
Alright.
Now they have even added players to their team. Okay. Based on the standard they have set, okay, Liverpool will always be a very top team in England. So I will still rate them above United at the moment. So I'll go for first Liverpool, second United, third Newcastle, and then fourth Chelsea.
All right. Well, let's not forget Newcastle has lost to Liverpool and Manchester City this season. So they are not so, they're not in the form they were last season, in my opinion.
Yes. So, because even last season, many people did not give them that chance. Okay. So many people thought they would drop, that they will drop. Like, they thought it was initial gra-gra. But they, at one point, they were even third. They were even second at one point. And then they came back to third and then fourth. So it's unpredictable. Yeah,
definitely. I mean, when it comes to the EPL, it is definitely very unpredictable. Now, I think in Newcastle's mind and in Brighton's mind, they want to, replicate what happened with Leicester City in 2015. I mean, they'll be saying to themselves, if Leicester can actually go on and win the league, why can't we? Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist. Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist. All right. Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling us from?
My name is Mr. Balagana.
All right, Mr. Balagana.
I'm calling from Mina, Niger State.
Welcome. Let's hear your take on Chelsea.
Okay. Chelsea is not playing in Europe. If they are able to put their heart together, I think they should be able to make some mark in the domestic, but not that triple.
Okay.
That if they work out, they will be able to make some mark. Because by the time others are playing Champions League, they will not be playing neither Europa, so they can concentrate fully. And the coach should not do that gambit that he did in the Carabao Cup. That if you could have lost, I think they just win by narrow. You should full 11 because you are not playing your first domestic.
Okay.
And for them to win the treble, there is no way. I don't think. Only Guardiola have done that. That is just a finished 12. So now if you can finish, I think Europa is something.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Baragana. Oh my God. Let's deviate a bit from Chelsea and all the Chelsea drama. But before we move to the Ballon d'Or talk, I want to know: do you think what happened to Leicester in 2015 can actually happen to between maybe like Newcastle and Brighton, one of them? Do you think that kind of miracle will still happen? Okay, let me ask you.
Well, the trend in the EPL is such that a team comes from the Championship, gets promoted to the EPL. Okay. The first season tries to impress very, very well, and after that season, you see them go down. Okay. Not just we've seen it with Newcastle, we've seen it with
Leeds United.
There are many. Why that trend? So the same thing is going to happen to Newcastle. I'm not trying to be a prophet of doom, but this is the trend in the EPL. So Leicester City's run of form was time and chance. Okay. And what they did was Ranieri looked at it that, see, the big teams, go for it. Get the points.
Sorry to cut you short. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Sports Gist.
Hello.
Okay. Sorry, continue.
So, get the points against the big teams. See if you can pick a draw, and then the middle placed teams and the relegation threatening teams, you go for it. So these are the kind of things we want to see from a club that is, and that is what Brighton did last season. You can see what took them to Europe, playing against the big teams and trying not to lose against them.
All right. Do you agree with him?
Yes, I actually do. Okay. I do. And I think to add to that, I think miracles still happen. Okay. Leicester City they were able to win the league because I think it was down to the bad form of the top teams.
Yeah.
And then
that's it. That's the point.
Coinciding with their good form. And then they had a game plan and they maintained it.
And Tottenham could not capitalize on the bad performances of teams like Chelsea.
And they had a Kante. They had a Kante in that team. Riyad Mahrez in that team that was spearheading the attack. Kante was blocking every.
Let's not forget Michael Richard in the defense, and
Wesley Morgan.
Yes, Wesley Morgan.
Exceptional.
So they were very balanced. They were a very balanced team. They will sit back, counter you. That's what they did.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Sports.
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Your name and where you're calling from?
I'm coming from Benue State.
Okay. What is your name?
Your name and where you're calling.
Okay. All right. Let's deviate a little. Let's talk about the Ballon d'Or. It's not now, but the 3-man list is already out. I'm sure everybody knows that already. Now, between Messi, Kevin De Bruyne, and Erling Haaland, who will win the 2023 Ballon d'Or? now, let me just give an analysis. Yeah, Messi. Let's start with the World Cup because we have a caller. Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Sports.
Hello.
Oh, same person. Yeah, no. Let's start with the World Cup. Yeah, Messi did so well in the World Cup and went on to win it. Now, I want to believe that when you win the World Cup, it's enough for you to win such a prestigious award. But we can't take that away from Erling Haaland and Kevin De Bruyne. Now, they won the treble. The last time a team from England won the treble was Manchester United under Ferguson. And that was in 1999. Ever since, nobody has, tried that. And let's not forget, Real Madrid, as great as they are, and the fact that they've won 15 Champions League or 14, they've never won the treble. Pep Guardiola did that with Man City. He didn't just do that with Man City. He had Erling Haaland, a goal machine. He scored so many goals and helped Man City lift the treble. Although he didn't score in the finals of any of those competitions, but they won the treble. Now for Kevin De Bruyne, he was that man that will give those that magician. There are people behind the scenes. He's a bit behind the scene, in my opinion, because he's not the star man per se, but he's the one that does the magic. So we cannot take his onion away from him. Now, between these 3 players, who do you honestly think deserves the Ballon d'Or award? Let me start with you, Kingsley.
This is quite a dicey one, but if I could go by statistics, you will discover that the records doesn't favor Kevin De Bruyne, simply because you look at people like Andrea Pirlo, you look at Xavi and Iniesta, you look at people like Luka Modric, to an extent Benzema. These are people who were in the engine room trying to put forward the goal king. And the Ballon d'Or these days favor the goal king, the goal machine. For me, I would still want to tip Erling Haaland because he kicked from the word block. Right from the beginning of the season, he was there, he was consistent, even until the end. Nobody gave him a chance. Lionel Messi may not be household name, but I don't really want to see him win because I'm tired of seeing him win.
I mean, that's the only reason.
Yes, no, to be sincere, he's doing well. But let's look at Europe. Haaland, his record. I mean, you can just take off the World Cup. But for me, he may not get it. Haaland may not get it, but I want to see him get it.
All right.
This time
now, let me just add something. Let me just say something before CY talks. I feel like for Lionel Messi, if he was still playing in Paris Saint-Germain, I could have said 100% Messi was going to win the Ballon d'Or. But now he's playing in the MLS. Do you think they're still going to give him the award?
Now, this voting is carried out by captains, coaches, and then some selected journalists. Okay, so now, the thing is, I don't think the Ballon d'Or generally, has a fair, when I say is, like when you talk about elections, I don't think the Ballon d'Or is actually a free and fair election. Because most of these captains may be fans of Lionel Messi, These journalists may also be fans of Lionel Messi, So most times that is the case. In the year where Ronaldo and Ribery fought for that, Ronaldo was more popular,
And he won it.
But if you look at it, Ribery actually deserved it. Same thing happened to Wesley Sneijder during his own time. Sneijder actually deserved it. After winning a treble, he was the best player or second best player in the World Cup that same year.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, that would have been enough for him to win it.
Yeah.
But he wasn't giving it.
He also talked about Xavi and Iniesta.
So
They
like,
were the
yes,
maestro
so I don't
of
think,
their
I
time.
don't think the Ballon d'Or generally is actually a fair. I don't think there's a fair voting system when it comes to that.
So what you're saying, whoever wins, you won't be surprised.
Whoever wins, I won't be surprised,
won't,
honestly.
won't,
Because if it's
definitely.
Lionel Messi that wins, we all know he has fans. So many fans.
So he'll be coming from America, another continent?
Yes, most
Yeah.
of these captains idolize him. Yes, most of these captains, they see him as a role model.
Yeah.
So they may just like him and then they'll just vote for him.
Oof.
Okay? Haaland is a goal machine. Okay?
Why are we not talking about Kevin De Bruyne?
And like we're talking before we even came on air.
Yeah.
Like Kevin De Bruyne has a very good chance because he came second last year. He came second. So like just a little more push and you become number one. But the problem is Haaland is there. Haaland is
Sorry, let me quote you short there. If you take the goals away from Haaland, what
Yes.
is left?
Nothing.
nothing.
But De Bruyne, even without the goals,
But
De
then,
Bruyne is
but
a
then,
com-
But that is why he's gone.
But then you'll be told. But then there are many things. Like I said, this voting system is carried out by these captains, and then these coaches, and then these journalists. Okay.
And the
It just
sponsorship
depends-
thing too.
Yes.
The sponsorship thing
Yes,
too
so
plays
it
a
just- it just
factor.
depends on-
But if you check the statistics you just analyzed, Messi is the winner. Let's be fair. With everything you just said to me right now, the clear winner is Lionel Messi.
Yeah, based
No,
on-
but I don't think Haaland is more famous.
He's
than
not
Messi.
known.
That's just the summary of everything we are saying. Okay. If it continues like this, it's not going to be a fair voting system. It's not really fair.
And people will lose interest.
Yes,
in the
people will
Ballon
lose
d'Or.
interest.
And
I
it will
think-
lose its
I think
integrity.
it should be more open. It should be more open.
You know what? Let them give journalists, we sports journalists, opportunity to decide who wins the Ballon d'Or too. Anyways, while still sticking with Lionel Messi, now I want to quote. I want to put it this way: Messi's MLS dream faces blow.
I think he has overachieved. That is no longer a dream.
I don't know
He
why.
has
For
already-
some reason, I don't think if I don't think there's any blow in my opinion.
There's no blow.
He just
There is
didn't
no
score.
blow.
Miami
There's no
didn't
blow. He
score.
just didn't
I mean,
score.
during his time in Barcelona, there are times where Barca don't score.
Yeah.
Even there are times they lose. So I don't think him not scoring or
If Messi had not scored for the first 3 games, this pressure would not be there.
Yes.
Okay, just because he has been scoring consistently. That is why people see it as a big thing now.
But
that
do
he
you
did
know
not
that
score.
when it comes to a player like Lionel Messi or Cristiano Ronaldo, when you go 1, 2, 3 games, you don't score, it's a problem. Like they talk about it even more than anything in the world. Like it's like there's no way Messi will not score. And I'm happy. You know, it's funny that people might see this as a blow, but to me, I think it's not even bad because we expected at some point you will not score.
Yeah.
But if you check it, Messi started scoring from the onset, and that's a blessing.
That's a blessing now, and that is scoring run took them all the way to the League Cup final.
And gave them
They
a
have-
cup.
Triumph.
Yes, they have never. I don't think they have ever gone to
In
semi-final.
their 3
No.
years
They have
in the
never-
MLS,
they have never gone to
never.
semi-final before, but they won it as a courtesy of his goals. Okay, so it was just a blessing. It was well timed.
All right.
Even before he came, they called a club of flops. You know,
Yeah.
that was how it was even labeled.
Yeah.
That they're just a club where you go and flop.
But
you know.
thank God, Messi transformed their fortune. Another player that cannot seem that just can't stop scoring is Cristiano Ronaldo. Yes. He's 38 years old and he's currently the highest goal scorer in the Saudi Pro League. Kudos to you, Cristiano
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
he's
I know
doing
you have a lot to say about him. He's doing well, he's doing great, but our time is fast spent. So thank you so much, CY, for being on the show.
You're
with me.
welcome.
And thank you so much, Kingsley.
Thank
it
you.
was a pleasure. Let's do this again, same time, same station tomorrow. I am DRS Timba. Do have a wonderful day.